Your brother don't love you. It's not me, it's you. Guess what? You wrong. Go back to Africa. So anyways, I was talking about, to my sister and my mom the other day. I was like, Mom, I'm so undone. I'm not better than my fathers. And then I thought about David the psalmist. How he said that everything is vanity. I think Ecclesiastes summed that up. Are we still talking about the Bible? Wait a minute. If you don't believe the Bible, then are you still trying to believe the Bible? Are you repeating the same mistakes over and over? You've got a problem. I'm not wanting to dilly-dally. I see really clearly what's going on. You're me. I didn't say mean, I said me. Because I'm human. And you're a clone. I already see where this is going. I already know myself. Why? Because Hippocrates told me that I must know myself in order to know my enemies. And that's exactly what it is. My enemies can only emulate my actions, or what they think will be my actions. When I was looking at the presidential race and the debate they had last night between Clinton and Trump, I thought to myself, substantially, where do they really stand? Albeit, Hillary's side is Democratic, but you know that in her heart as a woman, she can't honestly endorse abortion. There's no fucking way. Either if you are endorsing abortion in your life, either you're very dishonest with yourself, or you're following somebody. I just wanted to bring that point to a head because people don't realize that abortion is murder. It's worse than being a carnivore. It's worse than murdering an adult. It's worse, in my opinion, than taking your own life. Because I really don't want to talk about the weakness of humankind, but it's torture because if you hurt an adult, if you hurt yourself, well, you've eaten, you've grown, but to hurt a child or a baby or some weak, remember that, it's something they can't take. we can take, and it's it's just craziness. If you look at people who hurt animals or even baby animals, you know, it's all crazy people. It's all people who don't even look at their own selves or how they're acting. Basically, they just do and say shit their whole lives with no thought for tomorrow and no thought for any consequences or reasoning whatsoever. And you can live like that for a while and get away with it, but there are always people watching, and eventually you will calm down. You'll be brought down. Ultimately, craziness is something you decide to be every day. Crazy people don't care about the results of their actions. They don't care about what they're doing at the moment. They don't think about it. Crazy people do not think from cause to effect. They do not evaluate the situation unless there is money or something of worth to them at stake. Crazy people don't care about going to jail because they know they'll get back out. Crazy people will do whatever it takes to get what they want. That's a crazy person. Crazy people will do anything someone tells them to do if it's going to be exciting or fun, or if they're going to receive money or sex. Sometimes even food, people, because, well, let's not bring food into this. I wanted to, or drugs, I wanted to mention that because people have been calling me crazy and lunatic and incompetent for no reason. There's no substantial evidence. There's no rhyme or reason to their allegations. It's all empty and blank and contrived and manipulated and staged. Half the shit is irrelevant. I just wanted to say that because it's ridiculous and also quite laughable. I'm sitting in court before the Lord and I'm speechless because I don't know whether I'm supposed to laugh or what. To waste my time on a rebuttal for such ridiculousness is a waste of my precious brain powers. And I ain't gonna do it. You know, I'm genuine. I'm for real. I'm sincere. There's no loophole in the law. If you commit a crime, somebody will suffer, and that somebody is yourself. Remember what Emily Dickinson said in her poem? that if you hurt somebody, you hurt yourself, own heart in the process. And that's the bottom line. You're a fool if you still don't learn after that. There's a thing called sympathetic nervous system. When you hurt somebody, you feel their pain. That's why if you look at a terrorist in their eyes, you're going to see pain, you're going to see guilt, you're going to see remorse, you're going to see a lot of stuff, but you will not see happiness or joy. You will not see them smiling back at you. Because they felt the pain of the person that they hurt. Ultimately, each of us get judged in our own way. Don't think there's no justice. Don't think there's no judgment. There is. It's inside each of our own bodies. I don't know what's going on upstairs, but they got kids, and sometimes I say stuff. Sometimes it may be said in anger. Sometimes I am trying to help, but I ultimately realize that I'm trying to defend myself. Why? No, it's really no reason. I mean, doesn't it say in the Bible that the Lord shall fight for you and ye shall hold your peace? That verse is hard to understand because the law says that if you are defending yourself, you must present your case before the judge and through your lawyer. But when I go to court, holding my peace, how is the Lord going to fight for me? Or if I go, or if I try to argue my case before my parents, before church or friends or whatever, how is the Lord supposed to fight for me when I'm just going to sit there like a dodo? I just don't understand the aspect of shut your mouth, because that's not grown behavior, and there's a time to speak. You're not to remain quiet 24/7 like an angry person, because people will actually think you're angry. There are extremists in every place, and that's what we've got to avoid. Like I brought up in Ecclesiastes, there's a time for everything under the sun. There's a time for war, and there's a time for peace. There's a time to talk, and a time to remain silent. And you must use your discretion to know when is when. Now, to take one verse out of the Bible and extrapolate it to the point of the text losing all meaning, that is an human invention. And that is not the way of a Christian. That is a fanatic. Basically, it's having a zeal without knowledge.